Coming up, two Florida counties are affected from last week's sewage overflows in Valdosta.
And the Valdosta City Council considers applying for a community housing grant.
We'll have these stories and more. Your News Valdosta starts now.
Welcome to News Valdosta. I'm Zakira McKnight.
And I'm Jarrell Wynn. A Valdosta sewage spills left two Florida counties without clean water. Sewage overflows from last week may not have contaminated local water. However, that's a different story for two Florida counties. The Florida Department of Health has issued an advisory to Madison and Hamilton County residents after Valdosta sewage overflow spilled 1.3 million gallons into the various creeks that flow into the Withlacoochee River. The spill contained untreated sewage and presents many health risks for the Florida counties surrounding the river. Residents in these counties are urged to stay away from the river's contaminated waters and take precautions if coming into contact with it.
The Valdosta City Council will discuss applying for a $1.8 million Community Housing Investment Program grant during its meeting tomorrow. The grant is offered by the Georgia Department of Community Affairs and would fund the rehabilitation and construction of homes for families that meet the income eligibility requirements. This grant would also fund a program that would aid in the evaluation of housing needs in certain areas intended to expand home ownership opportunities. If the city applies for the grant, it will also partner with the Valdosta Housing Authority and the Valdosta Lowndes County Habitat for Humanity. That's because granted applicants will be receiving a $600,000 each.
The Valdosta Lowndes County Chambers of Commerce will start its second annual Chamber Campaign Academy this week. The first class will cover campaign-related issues including information about forming a campaign committee, maximizing campaign resources, and reporting of campaign contributions to the State Ethics Commission. The meeting will be held at 6 p.m. at the Lowndes County Board of Election office on North Oak Street. You can contact the Chamber of Commerce to register.
The Valdosta group's Citizens Against Violence gathered last week to pray for the fatal shooting of VSU student Linton Swint. The group met again on Monday at the Park of Recreation Auditorium. The city police and government officials partnered with the Reverend J.D. Martin to form the group in hopes of stopping violence in the area. Police Chief Brian Childress urges Valdosta residents to attend future CAV meetings.
New information has been found about a plane crash on January 31st that left 3 dead. The plane crashed soon after departing the Albany airport, but this was not the first time the plane crashed. According to the National Transportation Safety Board, the plane crashed in June 2007 in Utah due to engine outlet icing during a temp landing. The plane ran off the runway and crashed into a fence. Britt Knight, who was flying the plane during this most recent crash, purchased the plane back in December. He was killed in the crash along with a police officer and a teacher.
The Lowndes County Board of Commissioners held a planning meeting last week and discussed implementing stricter guidelines when chaining up with pets. Local veterinarians Dr. Amanda Halls proposed that the board considered adopting an anti-chaining ordinance last year, citing that chronically chained dogs were more aggressive and more likely to bite. Commissioners said that they will vote on this matter soon and also address the selling of puppies in parking lots. After the break, learn how Georgia scored in lung health this year.
And found out how you can view your child's calendar for the upcoming school year.
7,000 high school students drop out every school day. That's a line of desks more than 4 miles long. We can keep students in school. Visit boostup.org and take the first step.
My dad's one of the producers. He's here tonight. Bring this week.
Welcome back to News Valdosta.
The American Lung Association has released unhappy news about Georgia. Georgia is at the bottom of the class in lung health this year. The American Lung Association gave Georgia 3 Fs and a C for lung health and smoking. Georgia is working on ways to decrease the number of people affected through proposed programs, including an increase in the cigarette tax.
The Lowndes County Board of Education has approved the calendar for the 2016 and the 2017 school year. Students will start classes on Thursday, August 4th of this year, with the last day of school being May 19, 2017. The new calendar was approved at the school board meeting on Monday. To review the calendar, go to the Lowndes County School website for more information.
Grab your pencils and journal, Valdosta. Whether you want to dive into a new hobby or brush up on your old writing skills, Pineville Elementary School has got you covered. The school is hosting their parent writing workshop tomorrow, February 11th, in the Media Center. There are 2 sessions available to accommodate your busy schedules. You can catch it from 11 a.m. to 12 p.m. or from 5 p.m. to 6 p.m.
The Valdosta Junior Service League will host a celebratory bash for its 80-year anniversary. The Valdosta Junior Service League is a women's organization that works to better local community through a variety of charitable events. The bash will be held on February 27th at 9 p.m. at the Valdosta Country Club. The event is open to the public with the tickets starting at $30 per person and $50 per couple.
Early voting has already begun, and Lowndes County has several balloting opportunities open for the next 3 weeks. Saturday, early voting began at 9 a.m. to 4 p.m. and will be held on the 13th and the 20th. Polls will also be open from noon until 5 p.m. on Sunday, the 21st, at the Board of Election offices.
Valentine's Day is approaching quickly, and the Valdosta Fire Department has some fire safety tips for all you lovers out there. Candles may be pretty to look at, but they are one of the leading causes of home fires and home fire deaths. Roughly 1/3 of home candle fires start in the bedroom, so be sure to use sturdy candle holders and keep all hair and loose clothing away from the flame. Flameless candles are also another good alternative for fire safety. This Valentine's Day, they look and smell just like the real thing.
We're going to take a short break, but when we come back, Kendrick King will have our local weather.
So don't go away.
Thank you for calling your GED Pep Talk Center. All right, now are you ready for your GED Pep Talk?
Being nervous is okay. It just shows that you're serious about getting your diploma.
All right, listen, we all need a little nudge sometimes. I don't function without coffee in the morning, but it is going to take more than a double mochaccino to help you here.
A lot of things are scary. Heck, I'm scared of clowns.
No quiero oír. Danny, no lo puedo hacer. Quiero oír. Danny, lo voy a hacer.
DMC, liking your pep talk style.
Just keeping it real, Debs, just keeping it real.
Louder, louder, I'm gonna get my GED, come on! Get your GED. Can you keep it down, Baba? Thanks.
Whatever motivation you need, we've got a pep talk for you. Get your GED pep talk and find free classes at yourged.org.
Welcome back to News Valdosta.
It's still winter, but are colder temperatures heading our way? Let's find out from our weather anchor, Kendrick King. Kendrick?
Thanks, guys. It's looking like we are going to have a nice and sunny day today. The skies are very clear with a 0% chance of rain. The high for today is 50 degrees, so even though the sun will be out, the temperature outside is still very cold. We are currently at 35% humidity, and today we should be having a very windy day. Tonight, we will be looking at clear skies with no chance of rain. Temperatures overnight are expected to drop to a low of 29 degrees, and the winds will be light for tonight. This would be a great time for you to crank up the temperature in your households and avoid going out in the cold. For tomorrow's forecast, we are looking at another sunny day. Yes, another sunny day with a 0% chance of rain. It will get a little warmer, so you can go ahead and dress in comfortable clothing. Tomorrow is expected to be around 66 degrees. It will be very windy and the humidity will be at 49%. The UV index for today will be a 4 on the 10-point scale. So with the current weather that we have, the sun will be out, but there will be no need for any sunscreen. For today's pollen count at a medium, will be at a medium, but with it being very windy, please take serious caution because the winds will be blowing the pollen around. So try to keep your eyes, nose, and mouth covered as much as possible. That's it for today's weather. Back to you guys at the news desk.
Thanks, Kendrick. Well, we have a break coming up, but when we get back, Kawan Cook will have our local sports report.
So don't go away.
Today is Saturday. Today is Saturday. Yeah. Salad on Saturday, fruit on Friday, throw a ball Thursday. Water Wednesday, touch your toes Tuesday. Let's move Monday, swap snacks Sunday. All the healthy children eat well and move a lot. And move a lot. And move a lot. Eat well and move a lot.
60 minutes of physical activity a day and eating well can help get your child healthy. So keep them active and eating well every day.
Skip a rope Saturday, freeze tag Friday, tap dance Thursday. Whole grains Wednesday, try a veggie Tuesday. Let's move Monday, split the sweet Sunday. Eat well and move a lot. Today is Saturday. Yeah. Today is Saturday. All the healthy children, all the healthy children.
Get ideas. Get involved. Get going at letsmove.gov. That's letsmove.gov.
I got my MBA online at VSU. As a working mom who travels on business, I needed an MBA program that fit my schedule and allowed me to balance both my work and home life. VSU's Web MBA was perfect. I was able to spend time with my family in the evenings and then complete my assignments. My MBA is one of my greatest accomplishments. It was hard work, but I would do it again in a heartbeat. Don't wait. Start your MBA today.
Welcome back to News Valdosta.
Now it's time to check in with Kawan Cook for our today's sports report. Kawan?
The Valwoods men's basketball team has seemed to have lost their step heading into the final two games of the season after losing to Deerfield Windsor last Friday, 61-51. Their losing streak extended to 3 heading into last night's game against the Warriors. Valwood gained momentum heading towards the end of the season with a close win against the Warriors last night. After struggling in the first half of the game, they bounced back and pulled off a great comeback with the final score being 67-64. Cam Walker was the leading scorer for the Valiants. They look to finish the season strong in the season finale against Southland Academy. The Lowndes High Vikings men's basketball team took on the longtime rival school, Valdosta Wildcats, last night. In the last meeting earlier this season, the Vikings fell short 47-42 in an amazing back-and-forth type of game. This time, the Wildcats wanted to even the series up in the season finale for both teams. Everyone anticipated a close game like the last, but the Vikings held strong in the fourth to pull away with a 64-56 win. Region 1 AAA tournament play will begin today till the 13th. Go out and root on your team on a regional championship. Georgia regional games are becoming intense. The Lady Vikettes are holding on to be in the finals. This Thursday, the Lowndes girls basketball team will play against Colquitt County in a neutral conference game at 4 p.m. Lowndes is 16-8 this season and are looking to capture a region championship. Coach Brittany Bell has a great amount of confidence in this team, so let's see if they can bring home another win. Not only was it a great night for the Valwoods boys basketball team, but also for the girls, as they were also involved in a nail-biter against Brookwood with 1 minute left in the game and were tied at 47. With Emily Johnson's help, the Valwood girls team went on a run to end the game 51-48. The Lowndes men's soccer team routs Thomas County Central last night with a 7-0 victory. The Vikings jumped out to a 3-0 lead early in the match and never looked back. The team's record now stands 1-0-1 after tying Cairo High in the season opener. The next game will be on the road against Glenn Academy High School on February the 12th. The Valdosta Wildcats head coaching job search has come to an end. Wildcats promoted defensive coordinator Alan Roadmaker to the head coaching spot yesterday after many interviews throughout the last couple of weeks. Valwood's football coach Ashley Henderson was also in the running until he signed his multi-year deal on Monday. Roadmaker looks to drive the Wildcats back to his championship ways. The school has won 23 state championships and 6 national championships, in addition to 899 games. That's it for today in sports. Back to you guys at the news desk.
Thanks, Kawan. Still to come on News Valdosta, the rock and roll stylings of former Frankie Valli and the Four Seasons stars will grace the Valdosta stage next week.
We'll have these stories and more. Stay with us.
So, I got this new family, and I don't know what it is about this one, but she can't seem to put down that toy all day long. Tap, 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 tap. Oh, and she even talks to it. She talks to that more than she talks to him. What's up, bro? Nice shirt. Who's she talking to? Her mom? She talks to her mom a lot.
Welcome back to Valdosta News.
Some special music guests are bringing rock and roll to the Mathis City Auditorium next Tuesday. Music stars from Frankie Valli and the Four Seasons will be rocking and rolling their ways into the Valdosta next Tuesday, February 16th, for the Hitmen Rock and Roll Concert. The concert will feature music from the former stars of Frankie Valli and the Four Seasons and will pay homage to rock music from the 60s, 70s, and 80s. The concert will start at 7:30 at Mathis City Auditorium. Tickets are $50 for the show, and pre-show dinner tickets are $16 for adults and $8 for children. Tickets can be purchased on the Turner Center for the Arts website.
The Valdosta Lowndes County Parks and Recreation Authority has once again opened registration for the Dancing Dolls classes. The dance classes consist of an 8-week session that begins on Monday. Classes are $80 and will be held at the Mildred Hunter Community Center on 509 South Fry Street. The VLRPRA will give participants the option to either pay the entire $80 up front or to bring $10 to each class.
Thanks for watching News Valdosta. I'm Zakira McKnight.
And I'm Joel Wynn. We'll be back tomorrow for more local news. Have a great day.